when I realized Passover touches 3 days: preparation day, Friday; Shabbat, which is Passover; and unleavened bread, which is the first day of the week. Here's why. Sixth day is preparation day, or Friday, and you slaughter the lamb at evening. Preparation day is Friday, the 13th of the first month. In Hebrew, the day starts in the evening, so the eve of Friday is the 14th of the Shabbat. And so you slaughter the lamb on the evening, Friday, towards the Saturday, Shabbat. According to Exodus 12 and Jubilees 49, you will eat the flesh of the lamb on the 14th, the Shabbat. On the 7th day, the Shabbat, you actually cook the lamb and eat it at night when the sun sets below the horizon, and you eat it with unleavened bread. So you're eating it at night on the 14th, which is actually the eve of the 15th, the first day. When you eat it at night, you're eating it on the first day, so-called Sunday. And on the first day, so-called Sunday, is when you're actually eating it with unleavened bread, because the 15th starts the eve before. Exodus 12 and Jubilees 49 say, on the 14th of the first month, you must slaughter the lamb toward the evening. That's preparation day, Friday at dusk. You will then eat the flesh at night from the setting of the sun with unleavened bread and bitter herbs on the 15th, because you're eating it in the evening and the night, which is actually the next day, first day. Leviticus 23 says, the 15th is the feast of unleavened bread. So the Passover meal is eaten on the Shabbat day, Saturday, after preparation day, Friday, at night, which is actually first day, so-called Sunday. That means slaughter on the 14th, Friday, eat on the 15th, Shabbat, at night, which is the first day of unleavened bread, which follows. That's 3 days touching. And how do we know this? Because you eat the entire lamb, and a carcass takes 24 hours to drain blood from the organs. And at Passover, you eat the entire lamb. Leviticus 17 and Jubilees 21 says, you shall not eat blood, for the life and the soul is in the blood, and you shall be cut off for doing it. So that is why Passover is kept with unleavened bread over 3 sacred days. We know that Mashiach's blood was absolutely shed after he died, because the Roman soldiers stuck a spear into his side and blood and water came out. And so it would be 24 hours after all of his blood was gone, and 2 more days before he would rise. And in the interim, he would preach the Besorah to those in Sheol. And what this does is it takes place in the first month. And so it establishes preparation day, Shabbat day, and first day are all confirmed with the Passover. And so preparation day, so-called Friday, Shabbat, and the first day of the week are all confirmed with Pesach, Passover, because the first month, Abib, is the head of the year. And so the first day, preparation day, and Shabbat are all confirmed in the head of the year, in the first appointed time, Passover. And this is because Yahusha hung on a tree, he was pierced for our iniquities, and his blood was shed for our sin, to restore us to Yahuwah, to restore the whole earth. And we know there was a delay between the sacrifice of the lamb and the eating of the lamb of 24 hours or more, because it takes that long to remove all of the blood from the lamb, which covers your sin. And this is why Yahusha was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the beast on the long Good Friday. And this is why they say, like Jonah, Yahusha HaMashiach was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the beast, because his trial on earth covered 3 days, and he was deceased for 3 days and 3 nights, so he could shed his blood for us. To learn more, go to intoalltruth.net to purchase our calendar or our YouTube channel to watch more detailed teachings.